malanga ibhala lezi ncwadi sengijona ehlatheni.
Yeah, Ndunu njani mfowethu?
Shabuzet Mish.
Shabele.
Easy man.
Sweet man.
Firstly, thank you so much for ukungivumela to use you as a test dummy for my podcast.
Nice. I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here. And another thing mfowethu, ngivuse kuseni kakhulu mfowethu. I became an artist simply because ngangafuna ukuvuka kuseni. Otherwise ngabe ngasebenza efemini lapha eMandeni. ENatal. Because sleep is the cousin of death.
So yeah, for everyone that's watching and wondering why ngimpunga kanje and running clothes.
Yeah.
The initial plan was for us to go on a jog
Yeah.
and then talk about health issues and exercising. It's because I believe ukuthi when people see our role models taking care of their health,
Yeah.
that's when they follow suit, because you guys are very influential, yabo?
Sure.
But anyway, I'm hoping my upcoming guests will
Kit up.
kit up.
Mina anginaso isikhindi futhi. Anginaso isikhindi anginawo namateku.
Noma yini.
Anginako futhi uyabona khona esinye isikhindi esibhobokile ngasigqoka high school.
Ngiyakhumbula le ntwana le bongena nayo esikolweni iza ngecocktail dura
Yeah.
eli top
Yeah.
benswembu ngedisk.
Hayi lesigele ngangena kusona kwaku-Grant Eckerson. His dad was a coach eManning Rangers. So
Benswembu.
hayi betswefu.
Ngiyayibona le ntwana le.
Yeah. Ngangibanga na ischeme, ngangilinda ukuthi alimali noma angafiki ukuze ngikwazi ukudlala. I was never that great in football, but I can still.
Yes. But as you said, for our next episode, Mina now, I want you I'm taking you on tennis match.
Sure, man, that would be nice.
But anyway, sivuka namhlanje sizwe ukuthi umgaba ushiye.
Yes.
The man passed on, and on our way here, I could hear ukuthi you've been touched by that, yabo.
Yeah.
It's no coincidence, because from your lyrics I can tell that you are a very conscious person.
Sure.
I did a bit of research on you.
Sure, man.
You were born in a very significant year. I think take it from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, man, Uncle Bob, man, Robert Mugabe is a son of the African soil, you know. He was a leader. As much as he did what he did, so did Stalin, you know what I mean? Stalin killed more people than Hitler, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm for what happened to the Ndebele tribe. I'm not saying I'm condoning any type of violence, but
Sure.
I'm saying so long as people love a certain person, you got to feel for those families, you know, who really feel the loss when it comes to Uncle Bob. You know?
Nah, definitely, that's true. And I hear you. You're not throwing out the baby with the bathwater. That's on you, actually. Those are his views, guys. You were born in 1976, man. Kwanongo. That's what I always hear you say. Take us through your childhood a bit. I want to hear ukuthi, what makes someone grow up to be the type of person that you are, that conscious? Is it something that you read text, or is it elders that you were getting jewels from Sakula? Is it things you saw your parents go through? How do you become that conscious?
I think it's friends, first of all. Second of all, my mom passed on in 2005 of HIV and AIDS. And when she was in a dying bed, she's like, "No, Nkosi yami, I'm dying. I'm leaving this child behind. All this child knows is English." Yeah, I'm a model C schools and all that stuff. You know. So that started something aparatic mina. Ngakwazi ukucabanga ukuthi kuse. Why don't I? Because my mom was a traditional healer as well. Ngikhule ngishaya isigubhu edladlini. You understand? Enanda, uma wawunonhlanhla Rebecca Machozi, you know. Yeah, man. So I think in all, there's not one right answer that I can provide to anybody. Angeke ngikwazi ukunika impendulo eyona, but all I can say is that mfethu uNkulunkulu trains you for what you will become in the future, and he has your path designed already, you know what I mean? Ngoba munye ukhule esigele uyakwazi. Mina ngifunda esikoleni sabantu abamnyama, ngafunda esikoleni samandiya, ngafunda esikoleni samakhaladi, ngafunda esikoleni sabelungu.
That exposure.
Do you understand? So it's a unique journey in its own DNA.
No, I get you, man. And going through your music, I think for a lot of people, what sticks out is your biggest tracks, or Nomalanga, or Love Faded, Zulu Hail to the King. My favorite and the most relevant for now is Nomalanga. Probably the most beautiful love story intertwined with politics that I've heard in hip hop. But its relevance in these times, there's a line la uti nyabuya nyelusa. Tell me how you feel when you see what's happening locally today with the xenophobia from Yautiga Nomalanga angimazi ubani igama lakhe lo actor kulelo culo ephuma la ayo hostwa ama neighbors wethu, our fellow Africans, to what you see happening here. What is your feeling? And I hope you don't come out controversial, I guess.
But why do you ask me a question if you don't want my true answer?
I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. That's actually one thing I love about you. You're very opinionated.
I think Mtagababa, in a nutshell, Africa for Africans. You know what I mean? There's common Nkrumah. Before the enemy came, there was no borders, and now there are borders.
Sure.
So they killed the likes of Petrus Lumumba, where they turned the people of DRC against their leader who gave them the independence. You know, they've never colonized Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is living in another calendar. You know what I mean? I think people of Libya, people like Gaddafi who died for trying to create a currency, one currency of Africa. You know what I mean? I think sometimes that the enemy understands, good man, there's a war coming. And when the war comes, it's going to come to us as the enemy. So why don't we create it as black and black violence? Why don't we turn them against each other? Fund this one for that one. That's what I think is going on.
I hear you and I respect that.
Yeah.
And guys, just to shield this man, when he says Africa for Africans, Robert Sobukwe was once asked, what do you mean? Are you being racist, Africa for Africans? What? No, I'll define to you what an African is. What? It's anyone, regardless of race, color or creed, who pledges allegiance to the continent. So I hear you, man, but
that was in his trial, Umangali. So I remember.
But Nami, the xenophobic stuff, I'm glad that you are clearly against it, and we hope the situation gets better. There's a lot happening, man. From that to the women issue, the women abuse,
the females,
and the this new culture, this cancel culture. To me, where it gets tough, it's where someone is accused online, and you are guilty before you are guilty
before you try.
Exactly, before trial. So that's the tough part to me, man. Aren't you scared? Don't you get nightmares of stories popping up now? I shouldn't be laughing.
I believe in God, dog.
That's true.
I believe in Nkulunkulu faith, you know. I believe in karma as well. The way you treat people, people shall treat you back, you know.
That's true, but just in general about that issue, what's your take? Do you believe women will get their rightful place in society?
I believe
we're on the right
path. I believe that women have gotten their rightful place in society.
I hear you.
If you do your research, you'll understand that 56% of world's management are women. Management positions throughout the world. 56% are women. They have it already, you know. If you do stats on universities and colleges, to every 2 females, there's 1 male already. So the future is females. You know, we're looking for female presidents. eThekwini bekunosandile Gumede was a mayor female, first of its kind. In Brazil there was a female president. Hillary Clinton is campaigning. So the era of the female is coming through, and sometimes there needs to be a revolution in order for them to get to their position.
That's true. It's very interesting, those stats that you spit out, because you need to understand them in the context yokuthi for every male there's probably like 8 females.
Yeah, exactly. So, who are in the gay community. So there's like 10.
That's true. Yeah, so hopefully that situation will get better, because to me there's nothing worse when people can just be trialed on Twitter and be found guilty on social media. To me that's scary. And talking about that, social media, my man.
Yeah.
I was doing research on you a bit, is all. Are you on social media? Are you live? If people want to follow you and stuff.
At I am Zulu Boy on Instagram, at I am Zulu Boy Twitter, Zulu Boy Zulu Facebook.
Okay, I guess they'll just rewind to get there. Because I searched for you, and the one profile I saw, the last update was like 2012. So I was like,
that must have been my Facebook fan page.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess you know why.
Yeah.
Which one you focus on?
No, man. I believe, man. I believe that. Hey, we sell ourselves. We sell our souls. And the fine print we don't read. Yeah, they find on social media. All those valuable pictures you're taking, you don't own now. It's owned by
That's
Facebook.
Very true.
And then Facebook, don't make a man make a Facebook page.
I think it was intentional. Niti social media. A specific one, because there's still an opportunity that we'll have more neutral platforms where our stuff is not being owned by people. And I also find it so ironic that what we are doing right now is going to be uploaded on the same platforms that we complain about.
I hope you get paid for it. You're waking me up early in the morning for shit.
There's better rewards than payments.
Yeah,
people
profile. Yeah, but I sometimes, man, sometimes I don't want to be exposed. Sometimes I don't want to be with people. Sometimes I want to be on my own. I don't always do things for people. I believe God has given a talent and it should be nurtured. It shouldn't be overused. It should be taken care of. So sometimes you should understand that you society, society. So you do it at your transgression. Ukubona umuntu ezofuna isithombe abanye bakufuna ama interviews ngenkani like you owe them shit. You don't owe them shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. We artists wena mfowethu yabo, and like South Africa, artists need to be treated with respect, because Pesha, they have much more respect than we will ever deserve, because people here now as an artist, they want to be equal with you just because you are born with that talent. And some of them, they made it to lighting because they wanted to sing. So it's not my problem. So some of us, when you find who you are and you are comfortable in your skin, man, and you trust in God, what your into is aligned, you don't take them. You say no thanks.
I'm with you, man. No, I hear that. Are you working on any projects? What should we expect from you?
Hey, expect some Maskandi from Zulu. I haven't done a Maskandi album. I haven't done a Maskandi album, man. People are evolving, from hip hop to boom. They're mixing it up with Kwaito. I'm going traditional, dog. I want to go and go for some fast and mambo some song.
I could swear that I overheard you cooking some stuff, and I was hearing some boom bap beats there.
Yeah.
The stuff you're working on. So Multi Maskandi throws me off.
Yeah, of course. I've always got a card. Yeah, you don't play all your cards.
I'm looking forward to the Maskandi album. Are you going to feature any big Maskandi artists?
I had a talk with Thomas Anlanga. Pretty interesting. Also Mnandi. Because I really dig his stuff. Quite a bit that boom bap stuff you heard was a project. It's a pilot project within Kabzams as a Canada, Vancouver. In Kabzams as Italy, they're doing 10 gigs in Canada, 10 gigs in Italy. I'm doing 10 gigs in South Africa, and we collaborating and something. Asati Frantali from Italy. Those are my boys. Willy Valanga, no Bono. Those are my two rappers that are underground boom bap, Ngale Kanata, there's a Native American, Red Indian. We know them as Red Indian, who was 12. He's providing the beats, my boom bap as well. And Ngale Animina no clue. Mfano wase Western, Soweto and KZN. So we're trying to put something together, doing it ourselves. That's what it is, man.
And then any upcoming events in the near future? Our podcast will probably be out this week, so anything from this weekend.
On the 28th, I have the first of its kind Kasi to Kasi Heritage Festival at Chesterfield Sports Complex. On the 29th of November, hey man, I've got bookings till next year, February, man. kancane mfethu, but the more busier the better yabo, because asiqashiwe thina mfethu yabo. Uma uvula ikhamera kanje sengisemsebenzini ngicela ngiphi umsebenzi bafethu, ngiyanicela bafethu, anginamali mfethu, nezingane kufanele ziye esikoleni mfethu, lethani imali.
Ukukhuluma ngokungaqashiwe, just to tell the people, Zulu boy once flossed on me.
Yeah.
So I just wanna ask him a question based on that.
Yeah.
Growing up when you were young,
Yeah.
uyazi nje ukuthi wena mawukhula ngeke kube le faka isikwetho ngencaza yechinos nehembe amaskosh, meaning the 9 to 5 life, or when did you know ukuthi your path was a certain one?
I believe that everyone was born a creative and everyone is taught out of creativity.
Sure.
Yayibamba. Ngalesikhathi uphethe isitini uyincosi udlala ibus for 3 hours ungenayo imoto when you couldn't afford it. Yangibamba mfethu. Yeah. I don't eat ithanga because I ate a lot of his ching semncane. I don't do things I used to do when I was young. I don't eat peanut butter and jam. Fuck that shit.
I'm gonna need translations.
Lalela mfethu. Yeah,
no,
butternut. I don't try that shit, man. I get this ching, like the porridge that's mixed with butternut.
Sure.
Yo, I had that every day, dog. Now I'm working, I'm hustling, I'm grinding. I can't be fucking. It reminds me of poverty. Peanut butter and jam, it reminds me of school and poverty. I ain't having that shit. Fuck that shit. You're bamba face. Angeke face. Angeke. We bamba anything in show. So face mounting ngakuflosela ngalela lang. You know what I was doing?
No, you inspired me.
I was trying to find out who you are, man. You know what I mean? And if you want to talk to me, buy me a bottle of Verve. Take me to the hood, you know. In the hood, baba, like Verve, baba, so we can talk, you know. And that's nothing. Do you understand when we were performing with NERD, Pharrell Williams, Vusinova at the Standard Bank Arena?
Sure.
When we got there, a South African artist, usadlula iband kaFarrell set up Xbox. There's a nice iphuze ibandaya amathawula na TV yabo kamnandi mesingijika ngale thina si set up takeaway pack kune knickknacks kuno banana oyi1 uyayibamba lento nama sandwich phakathi. Our own artist uyikhwela tepsa. Imagine imala uVusnova imina sasibaningi mfethu ontando sibaningi. These are big artists, South African artists.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Izwa uFarrell wayiphezulu.
Sure.
He was earning 2 million rand to perform. I was earning 20,000 rand to perform. Uyayibamba the difference. And this is my country. And ngithi ngicela indawo yokushintsha to go on stage. They tell me angene kwi change room njenge change room yala. Then I'm a shower. Oh, it's a boycott, boy. That's in Dagi was given the stage. Yeah, I'm show for 3 hours.
It's tricky because it's levels. Because let's say in the hood, you're performing in the hood.
Yeah.
You're the biggest artist on the lineup.
Yeah.
Be careful. It's just a passing comment.
Yeah.
You with local artists, Bagulea Township.
Yeah.
You are a national and continental artist. You're actually an international artist.
Sure.
So I just hope it's just a passing comment to go to you treat the young ones equally. It's tough, man. As you expected fair treatment with Farah, because there'll always be levels.
Lalela put you work.
I'm not saying you're right or wrong.
You work for your shit.
I'm with you.
Yeah, well, I was not born Zulu boy. I slept in the street for the shit. So fuck that, you know. Nothing's gonna come easy just because you think art you should be treated with respect. What we artists? No, you need to work for that respect. The respect is earned. There is one thing in show face. Yeah, but humbleness is the key, you know.
100%.
Humbleness, when you are humble, you can be on the ground, Namachit. It's being in that same club. Instead of saying, listen, I'm 50,000 rand, I'm 125,000 rand, you can't afford me, I'm not coming. That's humbleness when you say, Machita, I'm here. So people connect with you. That's the first point of humbleness. And then they want to take advantage of you because you are humble. Then they think you're like equal. When you have won awards, when you've been nominated against Jay-Z and Kanye West, who the fuck is this new young boy? Why do I need to fucking pay homage to you as a young kid? You should be inspired by me. Do you want Malume to stoop down to your level? It doesn't happen that way.
I think I'm cautious.
You need to work for that shit. You need to grow. And sometimes Amachita should stop rushing. There is one thing sure. Ujesu Christu didn't come on earth and wanted to become the Prince of Dubai. He came to be a carpenter. And you know what he did? The Last Supper, he washed all the feet of all his disciples. He taught us the spirit of service. Everyone serve, Baba. Do your time. We used to call it paying dues in the streets back. Set my backpack, we are backpacking step, you see. Now, because everyone is trying to rap, man, everyone's trying to rap now, you think you deserve respect from me? Fuck that shit.
What you said that caught my ear was Uguti, you slept in the streets.
Yeah, Yovi, Rocky Street.
I won't take it there. I'll take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
That reminded me of the amount of charity work you do.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot, and that's one thing I noticed about you. You really do that stuff from the heart.
Yeah.
You don't. It's not something that you use to show off or use it as a tax rebate or whatever.
Tax clearance.
Exactly. Tell us more about the charity work you do that you are most passionate about. And
I think as human beings, the more we grow and develop and people look at us as role models, which I don't want to be, I think we must also go back to the streets and show the people that they're still living in society. And I take a walk in my community.
Sure.
Sure. You know, I think that's the most important thing. That's how you heal people.
Inspiration.
You heal people by being there. You know what I mean?
No, that's solid, man. I hope Uguti, you'll have more success in the future. Looking forward to hearing your upcoming projects. Ngakubambezeli ngoba une meeting serious man.
Universal.
Ezenza ukuthi lento push.
Yeah, man.
Talking about that, Babu. Tell me about I've always wanted to ask you about this new wave of artists being independent and stuff. And I hear you and your talk is having a meeting with Universal Records like you're going to have today.
Yeah.
What's your honest take? And I hope I can get your honest take.
Yeah.
Universal.
I know. There's an easy way, there's a hard way. Choose.
Sure.
You can't get the whole slice of the cake.
Sure.
You can choose your portion. Go to
Sure.
That's it.
You can get a smaller slice of a bigger cake.
Of a bigger cake. And that smaller slice can accommodate and make you have a whole cake on your own.
That's
Instead
true.
of you running around, but these people have bigger budgets. You know
when
what I
you're
mean?
creative, it gives you more time to focus on your
creative.
That's
And independence.
Yeah.
How independent are you really? Because most of the independent companies are distributed and marketed by these companies.
Yeah, no, it depends.
I
I think there's a scale. It
The
varies.
last independent artist I know that was successful was Babsi Pomakaban,
Sure.
who sold was it 100,000 copies of his album from his boot, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, Babsi, but I Big Fish. Yeah, that was and the Maskandi artists that go in my rank. You know what I mean? We don't want to be doing that. But how independent is independent?
So I'm thinking in the
Or
context,
is it someone at home who has
context
money,
of
who's
iTunes,
giving you money?
in the context of you being able of what social media and
Do you
think it's not?
Do you understand the companies that own iTunes? Do you
same
understand the
as
companies that own all these things? How much are you getting from them?
Nah,
Do you understand your publishing agreements that you are signing with them?
I hear you.
You
I think the most important thing in your industry is artist development in its truest sense.
Yeah.
Ukuthi abantu bazi ukuthi mabasayina ama-contract.
Basainan. Can I ask you a question?
Sure, Baba.
After artist development, when artists become a legend, what happens to them? Who takes care of them? I'm talking the first black electric bass player, Joseph Makwela, who's selling a Makota in Pimville. What happens?
You are so tuned with your local stuff, bro.
I'm asking you, because we are so focused in develop. What about those who have been developed, who's played their part in this society?
But
Who takes care of them?
But anyway,
Futhi.
I hope in solve into right lap.
Eh, bafethu, layilandla. Funa imali.
Nakukudla kwendlela bona kandaba usala kutshenwa usala kunyenyezelwa